What's up guys, I'm Recon and welcome to VioTech Gaming. First off, I'd like to say that this gameplay is one of my own gameplays. It's an MLG Halo Reach Team Slayer gameplay on Countdown. This is a pretty awesome gameplay. I led my team in kills for this game and I just thought it would be a cool one to post. And the reason I'm using a Halo Reach gameplay this time is because of my main topic. Now my main topic for today is why Halo 4 may or may not suck ass. And I'm basically just going to go through the pros and the cons of Halo 4 and things and speculations that I've seen. First, let's start off with the pros. The first one is better graphics, which is obvious. I mean, you're not going to have a new game and have the graphics be shittier than the first title. So that's definitely going to be a plus. Also, in my opinion, the weapon sounds so far, what I've heard, it's so much nicer, so much crisper. The weapons just sound so much more badass, except I would say that the BR could be ramped up a little bit more. It sounds a little wimpier than I would have wished it to be. Like I said, the BR is back, and the DMR as well, though, because I absolutely love the BR. I don't think I'm quite ready to part with the DMR, so this is a good happy medium. Also, better default maps for competitive, supposedly. Now, this is all speculation and things that 343 employees have hinted at. Now, they came right out and said that they were developing the maps for competitive play more. So I think that's definitely going to be awesome because I love competitive play, and competitive is the main driving community in Halo, and that's me getting a text, not you. That happens a lot in my videos. I get texts and you probably think it's you, but it's me because I'm more popular than you. Anyways, also 343 has also listened to the community way more than Bungie has ever listened to the community, which I think is absolutely great. And we can see examples of that with the Zero Bloom Slayer, the title updated Slayer, and the changes to MLG, and that is absolutely amazing. So thank you 343 for keeping updated, and hopefully you can do the same with the new game. Let's go through the pros and the cons. They can go either way depending on what your stance is on them. The new weapons. First of all, we don't know if they will be good or bad, so we can't really make a judgment yet. And they could also drastically change the playing style for good or for worse or better or whatever the saying is. Anyways, Sprint. Some people like Sprint, but the reason it's on here is because I absolutely hate Sprint. Now, it was introduced in Reach as an armor ability, but I guess they're implementing it as just like a basic thing in Halo 4 where you always have Sprint in addition to having an armor ability, which in my opinion sucks balls, but I guess people could take that another way. Joining in progress is another one on here because the positive is that it absolutely eliminates the quitting problem Reach has. Honestly, I think Halo is too competitive for leaving and joining in halfway. And also wins and losses would be screwed up as well. Let's think of it like this. Say I'm playing with a team of 4, and my team does good and the other team rage quits. Now, another team joins and steals our win by just raping us in the bum-bum. So, I really don't think that's fair. I mean, if we kicked that team's ass and made them rage quit, we should get the win for that. But all I can say is 343, you better let us search for games that haven't started yet, because if not, I'm going to be pissed. Here's some cons, and there's a lot of cons, but I don't know, that's just my opinion. You guys can have separate opinions, you're not robots. First of all is armor abilities. Now, I could rant for hours about armor abilities, and I apologize to you who like armor abilities, but I cannot even make a happy medium on this. I absolutely hate armor abilities. They're probably my least favorite element to Halo Reach, and I'm sure they're going to be my least favorite element to Halo 4. The reasoning for this is armor abilities take a lot of skilled strategy out of the game, and I say skilled strategy because anybody can hit X, become invincible, lock onto an enemy, and stick them as soon as they run out of armor lock. It takes honest-to-God skill to read enemy positions based on other clues, make pushes, and strafe, and all that shit, throw nades and stuff to win one-on-one battles. I mean, anybody can go into armor lock and just tank out a bunch of damage and then punch the guy in the face as soon as he gets out of armor lock. And also, this is why Forerunner vision pisses me off, because seeing through walls, really? Another thing is weapon spawns. Now, weapon spawns are apparently still going to be on the map from what I've heard, which is a good thing. But also, new weapon spawns include drop pods that I think take a lot of strategy out of the game because they just drop down in random spots. And this really gives an unfair advantage to beginners who won't necessarily know where the weapons spawn, but honestly the skilled seasoned players aren't going to know where the weapon spawns are at first anyways. So this really doesn't make sense. I mean, I guess it will to balance the game out in the later, like after the release and stuff, when people are used to the maps and stuff. I guess that'll give it a little bit of a tipped advantage to the beginners, but why do that? The beginners need to learn, and in Halo 2 and Halo 3, there was no padding for the beginners. The beginners had to learn from scratch. This drop pod isn't going to make people better. It's just going to convince them to look for these drop pods rather than look to the general weapon spawns and use that as a tactical point. Now the next one is Forerunner Vision and Sprint, and what they mean for MLG. I mean, MLG is meant to be pure skill and pure strategy, and Sprint usually means, not necessarily though, they may make this different, but Sprint usually means reduced movement speed, which also means less trick jumps, and trick jumps are categorized as skill. Now, even on the map Sanctuary, there's a trick jump to get up to Ring 3, and on all these different MLG maps, there's trick jumps everywhere. You can get around the map faster using these trick jumps. And trick jumps are broken by Sprint because your movement speed is lower and you can't quite late jump and get the height that you need to. And honestly, Sprint is ruining MLG. That's why they took it out of MLG and Halo Reach. If you notice lately, searching for Sprint, there is no Sprint game types. There used to be Sprint, and it would show S or NS after the game type, and that would be Sprint or no Sprint. But yeah, okay, also Forerunner Vision lets you see through fucking walls. See through fucking walls. One more time, see through fucking walls. If people could see through walls in real life, there would be a lot more boners, just saying. Naturally, this means more Spartan boners, which, as we all know, are deadly. Anyways, guys, this was my opinion, so if you have different opinions, fuck you. Nah, you guys are entitled to your own opinions, I guess, so if you have another opinion, I want to hear it. Leave a comment, make a video response, call me a faggot. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to me and VioTech. I'll see you guys next time.